Thanks for tuning in. Another episode of the Detour podcast. And what another epic stage of the Tour de France, Iffy. Today, Pogacar, they were depleted down to 4 men. And what a ride by McNulty and Mikkel, who's not a climber. Sensational. And it's just been one of those races. Like, he obviously would have wanted to take more time, but, stage win. Jonas he's going to be nearly impossible to drop, but you never know. What do you reckon of this stage, Iffy?
It was a good stage, yeah. You're right. McNulty was amazing. We know how good he is. He's only young. I think he's 24, and he's been, he's shown some wonderful abilities. But that was up and at them. That was something else. That was really. I'm staggered at how good he was. Because he set a pace that was enough to drop everyone else in the bike race, other than the two superstars. So when you put a minute and a half into G and all of the other contenders, that was all McNulty that did that. So yeah, very, very impressive, and a wonderful ride by Schultze, who showed that he's ready for the big time in the future because he rode with the big stars just back behind him. So a fantastic ride by Nick Schultz.
Yeah, he was 11th on the stage, and as you said, he was boxing on with the biggest hitters in the world on that profile. It was a fantastic effort, and they're the things in your first tour. Just that experience alone gives you that confidence, for future editions. So
you know when it's seriously hard, when the main contenders in this bike race are attacking and blowing, and every one of the other contenders cracked at some stage. G, lost a minute and a bit, but he's consolidated his third place, sure. Adam Yates, Adam's crook with bronchial flu type thing, but all the others, be going well, then they crack. Gadoo was very impressive in that he actually cracked on the climb before, came back and was right up there towards the end. So that was a fairly good effort. But there's just so many. It just shows you how hard they were going. It was just a wonderful stage. And today, well, it's tougher. Today is a monster.
Oh, it's the hardest 80-kilometre block. I was talking to Stewie O'Grady last night, and it's the toughest 80-kilometre block of the entire Tour de France, the back end of this stage.
Yes, and they're climbing Haute-Camp from a different way. So the second last climbs for the new Cat 1 for the first time, the Col de Spandel, whatever it is. That's the first time they're going out. There it is there, Col de Spandel. That's the first time I've climbed that, which brings them into Haute-Camp from a different way. So normally you do a big valley to Haute-Camp, and it's a tough climb, but they've had time to recover. There's no recovery here. They climb the new one, Col de Spandel, descend, and then straight up the Haute-Camp. So it's going to be on like Kong, as they say. And so it's going to be an amazing day.
Oh, I can't wait. And we're staying in Lourdes, your favourite city, where the stage starts. And the key is getting early, reserving a spot in the mix zone, and getting right up the pointy end. Because what a lot of the big guys do is they talk and then they go. So if you're stuck up the other end, you can't get them. So it took us 17 stages. We worked it out. And so
I knew you'd get there, mate.
Oh, you just chip away.
No. You've been sensational. We've got to also be careful, Lourdes, that before you get to the race, you don't get run over by a wheelchair. Just make sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Everywhere.
All right, well, we've got plenty of interviews to get through. Here's part one of the grabs prior to the start of stage 17.
Caleb Ewan survived another day in the mountains, but were there any nervous moments on stage 16?
Not really. Just I knew I had to survive the start, and the break went quite easy, which was good. And then actually the first of the big climbs in the end, I had like a hunger flat just before it, and I was really struggling that climb. But yeah, I had a few gels, some good drinks and stuff, and then I came good on the descent, and then the last climb I could ride at a decent pace. So in the end we made it back to Gruppetto, but if I rode the last time like I did the first time, then I would have been out of time limit, I'd say.
How much do you have to eat during the stage to prevent yourself from going hunger flat?
Oh, a lot, I think, but I'm pretty bad with eating. That's sometimes my problem. And the thing is, if you leave the gap between your food too long, like, you know, you should eat every, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. But if you go an hour without eating, then you really pay for it. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes I forget.
How much do you have to pay attention to what you think the GC teams will do, particularly given what happened the other day when they lit it up at the start? Does that play into your calculations as well?
Yeah, I mean, like today, I think they're going to go full gas from the first climb. So, I mean, at the end of the day, a short stage like this, we just have to go as hard as we can. So from the first climb, we'll be racing full gas to try to make the time limit. Because I think the time limit today might only be like 36 minutes. So with 4 big categorized climbs in the end, it's going to be, it'll be hard to make it. But I just hope for good legs. And if I have good legs, it should be no problem. But if you have a bad day, then it's a big problem.
You'll be fine, mate. You've got a full team around you. You'll get through tomorrow in stage 19.
Yeah, you know, if I can survive the next 2 days, then we have 2 sprint opportunities. So I'm hoping to do that, and we'll see how it goes.
I wish you all the best, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
See ya.
Michael Matthews, did you get a little gift from the Tour de France?
I did, yes. I was just going over to get my Nomad products, and someone from the Tour de France gave me this nice little book. It seems like each stage winner gets a nice little memorabilia from their stage win.
But it doesn't have the photo of you and Matt Heyman that you were looking for the other day.
I haven't actually searched all the way through it, but I don't think that has it in there, no.
How was yesterday's stage? Obviously, it was a big fight to try and get into the break, but most teams were trying to do the same thing. How was it for you, mate?
I think we were a little bit on the back foot at the start there. I think we all expected it to take a long time to go, and then the first attack basically went, which, we're all kicking ourselves a bit. Yesterday after the stage, it was a missed opportunity, let's say.
So the next 2 days, we spoke to Matt White yesterday. He said, pretty much stage 19 and stage 21 are the last opportunities. So does that mean, hide out today, finish within the time limit, and rest up for stage 19?
Yeah, I think we'll try and help Schulze to get into the breakaway today. He showed he's got some amazing climbing legs yesterday in the stage. He was up there with the best guys in the race. So we'll try and set him up to get him up the road and see what he can do. This is his 2 good opportunities these 2 days, but the rest of us will be taking it easy to try and help Dylan in the last stages.
Well, good luck today and enjoy your photo book, mate.
Thank you. Look at that. It's beautiful. Thanks, guys.
Chris Hamilton, solid Tour de France for yourself, but unfortunate day for Roman Bardet, losing a bit of time yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to have a bad day eventually, That's the trouble with, that's the thing with when you race for 3 weeks. So I think it was a tough day, but it could have been a lot worse, and we still have 2 hard days ahead.
Do you think it was sort of residual niggles from the crash earlier on in the tour, or was it just one of those things, as you said, everyone has a bad day?
I don't think so. It was just, I think the heat probably also a bit of a factor, and some people after the rest day, some are good after rest days, some are not so good after rest days, and
Well, I never thought we'd say it, but a bit overcast today. How good's that?
I know. I was looking I saw the weather forecast. I was like, I don't even think I need the summer skin suit today, so it's not so bad.
Now, we're obviously expecting some fireworks over the next 2 days. What are you expecting from some of the big GC teams?
Yeah, I think it's Pogacar's probably going to throw a bit of a Hail Mary somewhere in the works. So you just already yesterday he was attacking pretty early out. So it's pretty it's interesting with he also lost another team member yesterday. So, but I mean, it's once you get to once there's 10 guys in the group or whatever, and then I guess you don't need them so much, or if you go solo off the front. So I don't know, anything can happen. And
personally, you must be happy with your Tour de France so far. You've been really solid in support for Roman. Yeah,
I am happy. I think it's just happy I could be there for him yesterday. That if he had to do that descent on his own, then the time gaps would have been a lot worse. So it was I was happy I could be there for there, but happy I can be there the past 2 weeks as well.
Well, good luck for today, and a couple of big days ahead.
Thank you. See you out there.
Michael Storer, great ride yesterday. How are you feeling?
Yeah, felt quite good yesterday, but not good enough to go for the stage victory, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, as we've seen in the Tour de France, how hard is it just to get in the breakaway?
Yesterday, not so hard actually, to be honest.
Really? How'd you do it?
Because the plan was to be at the front because there's a bit of crosswind and we thought maybe it could split the bunch as well with the narrow roads, etc. So I went with one of those with the first move just to keep at the front, but it ended up getting away. So.
And what's the plan of attack for today's stage? Gadoo still up there on GC, but Aid lost a few spots. What are you expecting today?
Yeah, I'm expecting a big GC battle today. Yeah, hopefully, Gadoo can do well, and I won't be up the road today. I said that yesterday, but this time I really don't think I'll be up the road.
Well, all the best today, mate.
Thanks.
Well done.
There's a couple of compilation of the Aussies at the Tour de France, and Storer and Hamilton have had a fantastic race so far. Iffy, they've been really good.
Oh, yeah, they're impressive boys, or men. It's funny, I was just looking at young Storer then, and you couldn't recognise him with the glasses on and the great big mask that he wears. It could be anyone. They could have sent the Swanee out with his number on just to and it reminds me of stories of the old days of the 6 days, back before my time, back in the 6 days in Europe. They were 24 hours, used to race all night, but just roll around. No laps were taken, or scored, but you had to have one on the track. So some of them used to sneak their Swanee onto the bike, put a big rug on him and all of that, a scarf and that, and they'd roll around. But there was it come unstuck because, one of the officials jumped on, started right next to this guy, and it wasn't supposed to be Tom Simpson, and it was their Swanee who had a big nose. So they're great stories. Anyway, we move on.
A couple of live comments. You sound a bit croaky down. Are you holding up okay? No, I had the aircon absolutely cranking overnight, and it's quite dry, so I don't sound as bad as I did in Denmark. But, I feel good as gold. Paul Sutton is joining us live for the first time in a while. He usually catches us on delay. Will Wizard says, Berg would get my vote for Ride of the Day if I was in Australia. He's been twice World Under-23 TT champion. Geraint Thomas said in his interview, when he saw Mikkel setting the pace that was cracking everyone, it sent this, because Tour de France is a mental game. It was causing this whole, am I on a really bad day? Why is that guy dropping us? Because he's not a traditional climber. So, all those little things come into it as well, Iffy.
Yeah, that's true. And we're all talking about McNulty's ride because it was right at the end and it was seriously hard. But Berg did it all earlier and to almost the same degree. So, you toss a coin. They ended up giving the most the competitive prize to McNulty, but you could have easily given it to Berg.
Peter Williams says Schultz has been climbing with the guys at the bottom end of the top 10. He's got the legs to win if he can get in the right break. That's definitely true.
Not now. No break today.
No. And we're going to bring this up as well throughout the show. Will Wizard says it was a great ride by Jakobsen, making the time cut by 15 seconds. That is as tight as it gets for time cut. We'll try and catch up with him at the start today. I think they're first up and everyone will be wanting to get his insights. But, geez, it must have been stressful, particularly given how steep that last climb was.
Yeah, and he'll be suffering today, but at least today they've got a long way to go before they start climbing. So, it's sort of 50, 60K in nearly. So, and then he'll get into a gruppetto and he'll probably get through. But the problem is he got spat early. And when that happens, you put yourself in. Same as Caleb earlier. Caleb had the same issues. Mightn't have got quite as close as that, but it was nearly as close. So he looked very comfortable in the gruppetto yesterday, Caleb. But it'd be interesting. Make sure you do get him because he's a class act, and we expect him to be fighting out for stage 19 and 21.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick drinks break. When we come back, we've got a big compilation of all the GC hitters, and Andy, the Oracle Schleck, gives his insights on the GC battle so far as well, so stay tuned.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours, and the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Thanks again, Bike Exchange. Get on to bikeexchange.com.au, Iffy. Road bike, mountain bike, and there's a big sale on e-bikes at the moment. It's all there.
Track bikes, gravel bikes, helmets, mitts, whatever you want to ride a bike or buy a bike, jump on bikeexchange.com and you will see the best deal near you.
Okay, we've got a big compilation of some of the big hitters at the Tour de France. So here's part 2 of our rider interviews before the start. So enjoy.
Andy, the Oracle Schleck. There's only a couple of days left for a big GC showdown before the time trial. What are you expecting today, mate?
I think today will be a GC guy winning the stage. I don't believe in a breakaway today. On the other side, the teams are not so complete anymore, but you have Van Aert, the real patron du peloton, the big boss, and I believe in Jonas. I see him yesterday stronger than I saw him the days before, and I see Tadej, cracking a little bit, and definitely 2 days left mentally. This gives you a knockdown if you can get back any time and not even a second. So I think things are, the yellow jersey is shining up, and we will see him in Paris in yellow.
Do you think Pogacar's tactic of all these random attacks has actually worked in reverse?
I mean, the Tour, it's like a bottle of water. If you spill everything in the first week, or too much in the first week, there's not left a lot for the last week. And we've seen him, tactically, I think he could have done better. I think so. It's all about saving your energy. It's all about, recovering, saving, and the sprints, they're nice, to take 2 seconds, but for what price? And I think that's a little bit his problem today.
What about Geraint Thomas? He's ridden a very conservative race. Do you think he's going to try anything, or he can't against Jonas and today?
I'm scared that he's on his place here. I don't think that he can make a big move. He can hope for the time trial, but he won't change the GC, I do believe. He's always there, and then when it's get really tough, the last 3-4%, he's not with the guys anymore. So I think it shows clearly that he's on his limit. He's very good, but I don't think that he can make a big move.
Who's going to win the stage? Oracle?
Yeah, I do think today it will be up for Tadej or Vingegaard winning the stage. It's a hard climb, the last one. It's steep. I go for Tadej for today.
Okay, mate. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Geraint Thomas, the reliable diesel engine of this Tour de France. You ready for the fireworks show today?
What was that, sorry?
I said you're the reliable diesel engine of the Tour de France. Are you ready for the fireworks show today?
Yeah, I've got a front row seat, haven't I? Not one I particularly want to pay for, but yeah, it's so far so good, I guess, but it's going to be hard to do anything with these two guys at the moment, but you never know, the way they're attacking each other. Hopefully they're burning a lot of matches and soon they're going to be out, but yeah, they're still strong, and we'll just give it everything we've got.
Are we going to see any attacks at any point, or just keep doing what you're doing, mate, because, you're thereabouts?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how, if the opportunity comes, I'd love to, but yeah, it all depends how the legs are, how the other boys are looking, and then, yeah, where we are in the stage. But yeah, we'll see.
All right, all the best, mate.
Thanks.
Adam Yates, a couple of big days coming ahead, mate. How are you feeling coming into today's stage?
Not too bad. Yesterday was super hot. Last few days have been super hot. But yeah, we got G up there fighting for the podium. We're leading team's classification, which is not something we normally target, but we're there or thereabouts, so we're going to try and keep hold of that. And yeah, today's another day.
Have you been surprised at some of the tactics, particularly of guys like Pogacar, how much energy he's used throughout the race so far?
Not really. He does it every race he goes to, doesn't he? So, yeah, not surprised. I'm sure we'll see more today.
And Geraint, obviously a solid Tour de France for him. I suppose everyone's wanting to know, will he get on the offence at any point in the next couple of days, or is it still just wait and see?
I think it all depends on how the other guys race. I think, in reality, there's two guys that are climbing better. But we all know when G's at his best, he is one of the best. So hopefully those two waste a bit of energy and we can take advantage. But until that time comes, we'll keep waiting and do our thing.
Keep up the good work, Yatey.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
Well, Van Aert, it's good to see you. We gave you a few kangaroos throughout the tour. Did you get those? The rider, the kangaroo award. Did you get those kangaroos?
Yeah.
Your son enjoy them?
My son is playing it with it at home right now.
Oh, perfect. Mate, you've had a fantastic tour so far.
Yeah.
Crucial in the team's success. What are you expecting today?
I expect another big fight, of course. Today and tomorrow is the last big mountains, and for sure two really tough finishes as well. So it's going to be a big battle between the GC guys, and we need to be ready.
And obviously, you've got enough points in the green jersey. It's purely in support of Jonas and the GC battle.
Yeah, it's super nice to have the option to not care too much anymore about the green jersey points. I think, I have to stay on the bike, and it's quite safe. Full focus on the yellow jersey.
It's amazing the compliments about you as a bike rider. A lot of people have said it's the equivalent of having a motorbike in your team, or 6 riders. What is it that makes you such a complete rider?
I don't know. I'm motivated every day. I think that's a big advantage. I like to go for myself, or to be a great team player the next day. So that's something I think not everyone likes. And what can I say? I mean, it's nice that other people say this about me, but I like to keep my feet on the ground and just do my best.
Well, good luck today, mate. Super tour. Yep. Poggy, we said yesterday it was going to be a title fight. You threw plenty of punches. Did you see any chinks in the armour?
Yeah, it was. I like when you say. I like your accent. It just makes me laugh.
It's very
yesterday was really good day. We lost Mark and we lost Micah, but my legs were good. I threw some punches, and today let's try to throw some more.
You're just going to non-stop keep attacking this race.
I have to if I want to take yellow. I need to attack and try all.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job so far. And the final climb today, are you expecting anything particularly in the final there, or are they going to be basically watching what you do?
We'll see what's going to be in final, but I think it's hard stage. It's hard to predict what other team's going to do, and I think we're just going to fight all day.
All the best, mate.
Can you try to take us inside your head a little bit in how you keep staying confident now you don't have the guys in the mountain for you?
I need to stay confident because that's the only way to keep fighting. If I don't stay confident, I just I can just follow and stay on my second place. But I need to give it all. I need to try and to try my best to take time.
There you go. A few big names in there, Iffy.
Poggy, you're down to bloody Dan and Poggy, eh?
I just hate saying today because then I get all mumbled up. So, and then I heard George call him Poggy, so I just throw it out there. He loves it.
He like you. He had a laugh straight away.
Well, that's it.
Sensational.
So, we'll get a chat with him hopefully before the start today. It's all about prime position. So we'll be in there early, getting the spot. That's the main thing. Annette Miller says, new climbing record. Brandon McNulty today, Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard, fastest on Col d'Azet that Marco Pantani, Jan Ulrich and Richard Vironk in 97.
Wow.
So they were going at a fair clip. Carolyn Harbeck says another ripping stage tonight. Francesco Luna says now that Wout van Aert is the green in the bag, would he focus on protecting Jonas the rest of the way? Kudos on the podcast. I think that's pretty obvious his role now. If he, even though he
just did that.
He blew yesterday, yeah.
Oh no, no. Actually, what he did, he didn't actually blow. What it was, he'd done his role.
He's done his role with the bags and stuff.
And the minute, yeah, but he set the pace earlier and did some major things. He was on the front for a long while early on. So then it got to the climb, and he had to save it for the day. So once he wasn't there, sit up, go back, and don't waste any energy. He does waste a lot of energy, that boy. But yesterday he did the right thing, and he's very important today. I'm looking forward to something very, very special today. I was up the Sunshine Coast. I'm up in Queensland at the moment, as I mentioned, doing some family stuff, and I called in and saw Matty Wilson at the setup of the ARA, university team, the squad that got there up at the university in Sunshine Coast, and we caught up when we were talking about today's stage, and Matty is very similar to me. He reckons it'll be an absolute title fight today, and Paul will throw everything at him. And he reckons Vingegaard will win the stage because he reckons Paul's got to go. It's either going to crack him, or he'll crack himself. And I think that's what will happen. He'll just go all the way, and Vingegaard will actually take the stage.
It's going to be fascinating. Rob Charlton says, wish you could stay on for the girls. Going to miss this breakfast with you and Iffy is just a tonic. Going to the Vuelta time trial in Alicante if you're up for some scoops, lads. Now, we will be covering the Tour de France Femmes. The only tricky part will be the transition from when I fly back to Australia. So we'll try and slip in a podcast when I get to Doha on the flight back. But
you're not going to Doha. You're not going to Doha.
Oh, not Doha. Dubai.
I'm not even on the plane. I tell you,
mate, it's been a long tour.
Yes, we are definitely going to. I'm very excited about the ladies. I saw Tiff Cromwell talking about how they're going to attack the race today on Saltly News. Nice yarn. And I know that the Bike Exchange Joko girls are really setting themselves up. Interesting to see how Annemiek recovers from winning the Giro. But no, it'll be a brilliant bike race.
Oh, yeah. Be on for young and old. Carolyn Arbeck says Wout van Aert is the bee's knees, and Free Ranger says the Pog loves Dan's prize fighting quips. Maybe he'd like a boxing kangaroo flag.
Good idea.
Well, I've seen a lot of articles saying about title fight and Pogacar boxes on, so other people are getting into it as well. But it's an obvious quote.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, who's your prediction for the stage then? So you're going to go Vingegaard?
Yep. Oh, Vingegaard. Yes, I think he can take it out. Look, it's a great day. The break will go early, most likely. Wout is not going to worry about that sprint. I mean, it's interesting that he had it sewn up with 4 days to go. I don't know that that's ever happened before. With 4 days to go, he could come last in every stage, and someone could win every stage and every sprint and still not catch him.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. That's how good he is.
So a break will go, but they won't get enough time. They won't stay away. So it'll be the heavyweights will fight it out, and it's going to be a real heavyweight. The Col d'Aubisque is a serious climb, and then down and then straight into this new one, the Spandell, and then straight up the Hautecamp. It is going to be that last 70k is going to be amazing.
Will UAE adopt a similar tactic where drop and have Vingegaard isolated as early as possible and set the pace pretty hard, or how do you think they're going to ride it?
Oh, they probably will. Although it won't matter. It's going to just separate everything anyway. The one thing is that Berg and McNulty are going to have to do it all again today, and just as well. To have any chance, it's going to have to be similar. Have to get him isolated, and I don't believe Pog really your mate Poggy really had a go yesterday. I mean, he did, of course. He won the stage. But I don't think he made a concerted effort. He just little digs, little goes. I don't think it's because he's tired. I think it's all about today. And when he goes today, he's going to be all on. So he's going to do some early attacks, but won't be all on. It'll all be for that last climb, all on, and a massive attack. He's got to try and gap him. He's got to do everything he can to gap him on the final climb, and then we'll see what can happen.
I want to ask him today, how much time do you think you need going into the time trial? Like, what is the time?
Good, yeah, good to hear. Great. I don't reckon he'll answer you, but it's what we're all wondering. We're all saying it's between that minute and a minute and a half.
Hey, I know Poggy. He'll talk to me.
Yeah, hit you with the old one too.
That's it. Getting comfortable first and get the juicy one in. The old tactics. No, all right. Should be on like Donkey Kong, folks. So enjoy the coverage on SBS Sport tonight. And thanks for the support. YouTube.com/The Detour Podcast. And we'll be back again to recap at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Wow, I can't wait, mate. I am absolutely chewing at the bit. It's going to be epic.
Stage and a half, mate. Stage and a half. Exactly.
Yep. And it starts in Lords. And looks like Pogacar and crew might need a miracle if he...
Just throw out a big thanks to my little brother, Rick, the young of the Trevorrow clan. I was the eldest brother. He's 10 years younger than me. Lives in Brisbane. And I got the train back after dropping the car after Matty Wilson. And sure enough, I was going to have to do the podcast from the train. But little brother said, no, I'll run you back. So he had to come down here on work anyway. So he to the Gold Coast. So he delivered me. So thanks, brother Rick.
Good on you, Rick. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Iffy. Enjoy the stage. Take it easy, guys.